Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth4 for another weekly update. I forgot my hat. It's very important to wear proper attire when making update videos. There we go. So last week was a pretty fun week. I got another root canal, so that's cool. It's up here. As you can see, the tooth is kind of flat right there. So, so I need to get approval from the insurance company to put a crown on it, but that'll happen in a couple weeks, hopefully. It's weird. My insurance covers immediate root canals, but you need to get approval to cap it. Otherwise, it just had this cement thing on it. I don't understand that, honestly. But then again, insurance doesn't ever make sense now, does it? Nope. It's almost as confusing as tax law. But not entirely, because my dad tried to explain to me tax exemptions last week, and I was just like, specifically business tax exemptions for income tax. And I just threw my hands up and said, nope. But so let's see. This past week, LEGO Dimensions came out with a few more of its little character packs. So one of them was a Doctor Who pack. It came with a figure of the 12th Doctor and a TARDIS and K9. So my little brother, and it unlocked like a story level. So my little brother and I were playing that, and it's really good. I enjoy it. I actually have bought more Legos in the past, month or so since Dimensions came out. 2 months? I don't know. 2 months, I guess. Than I have in like the past 5 years. I actually have. Let me see if I can go get. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna have to move you. They're on my chair. I actually have all the Legos on a little board. When I'm not playing the game, I keep them all on this thing just to keep them somewhere because they take up space otherwise. And I have like all their little bases, which they're Lego figures. They're actual Legos, so they can stick on a Lego thingy. And I just keep the bases by the portal thing. But anyway, we got stuff here. Let's tilt the camera a bit. So we have like the TARDIS here. This is an excavator. Just have to twist this. It's 2 separate boards taped together, so I just have to be careful. I just have there we go. So I have this came with the Emmett figure. This came with Unikitty. Yes, we actually got Unikitty from the Lego Movie because she's actually really useful. This is Benny's spaceship. I need to close the shades a little so that there's less glare. So there's Benny's spaceship. This is the gyro thingy from the Jurassic World movie, a Velociraptor, Scooby Snack. There's the hoverboard from the Back to the Future thing. This is one of the rebuilds of the Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo. Let's see, we have the DeLorean here, time-traveling DeLorean. This is Bad Cop's car. Here's our little companion cube. This is Shelob from Lord of the Rings. We got a rebuild of the Batmobile here. Let's see. This is can't really see from that angle. I'm so glad I have big hands. Otherwise, this wouldn't work out too well. So this is K9 over here, and we have the characters on this side mostly. This is a flying monkey from The Wizard of Oz. This is a rebuild of the Sentry turret. It's more like called the Raptor model. It has legs, and it runs around. But yeah, it's a rebuild of the Sentry turret from Portal. I'll put that back on later. This is characters, stuff from Ninjago. And this is Gandalf. There's Chell, the little portal gun. Shaggy, Gollum, Scooby-Doo, things like that. Not all our characters are on here because some of them are actually attached to things, like Benny. We have Marty McFly down here. The Doctor is back over there. Benny's over here, actually. the doctor's back over there, and all sorts of fun stuff. So yeah, I've enjoyed just putting all these Legos together, and they're not just like, the characters are obviously just a couple pieces, but the sets themselves contain, like, can be 30, 40 pieces, put together with all these little things. And they also come with in-game, like, options to rebuild them for various reasons, and to give new powers and stuff. Just they like just being right outside the camera there. So, like, in-game options to rebuild them and get, like, new powers and things, and it's really fun. It's very fun, and the game itself is very fun. I really enjoyed the Doctor Who stuff. I started watching more of the series, and I'm getting all the little references, and it's like, yeah, okay. So yeah. Also, this past Friday, Yokai Watch came out, and I actually got a little pin of Jin Banyan for Jin Banyan, Jin Banyan, I think. So I'm gonna hang up soon, but yeah, a little pin from pre-ordering it, and I've been playing it, and it's really fun. I mean, in general, Level 5 is one of my favorite studios. I wonder if you can tell if you've been watching my Ni no Kuni Let's Play. But yeah, it has a very, like, whole bunch of pieces. I'm usually, like, excited about games coming out, but I'm also hopefully pessimistic in that I don't expect games to be good. Therefore, if they're average, I'll still enjoy them, but if they're really good, then I'm actually going to really enjoy them, and I'm really enjoying Yokai Watch. It looked like it was kind of aiming towards a younger demographic, especially with the show that came out alongside it, but the battle system is actually complex. I mean, it's not complex. It's not as complex as, let's say, Ni no Kuni's is, with, like, you can command your familiars differently, but it has an active battle system, and it has a unique battle system where you have 6 slots and only 3 of your characters are out on a time, so you see which characters work best together, and some of them have, like, affinities with each other and things like that. And some of the bosses have been kind of tough, and, like, it's not just, okay, just attack the enemies or whatever. Some of the bosses, well, actually all the actual bosses, not just, like, the strong whatever mini boss characters, but the 2 bosses I've fought so far, you can't just attack them. You can, but you're gonna die. They have weak points, so you have to, like, target a specific part of them or a specific area or whatever, and then that gets them to reveal a weakness, and then you tell all your yokai to attack the weakness, and then it either makes the boss, go into a weakened state, kind of like in Ni no Kuni, now's your chance, type of thing, and then that's when you pile on your attacks and stuff, and it's good strategy. I like it. Also, the music is fantastic. I really, really like it. It's not Joe Hisaishi from Studio Ghibli, but what can you do? So yeah, I enjoy that, and I really like the just the graphical style. The character design is really good, and the puns, the writing is fantastic. Level 5 is a master at these things. I really enjoy it. I mean, if you like the puns in Ni no Kuni, if you like the puns in, I think the Layton games have stuff. I haven't played the Layton games, honestly. The only one I played was Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. So, but that one was very nice too. I like that game. So I have to play more of those. But yeah, level 5 in general. Just I almost neglected Dark Cloud. And that's sad, because Dark Cloud deserves recognition. Dark Cloud 1 and 2. And one day we're going to get a Dark Cloud 3. It's going to be for the PS4. It's going to have the coolest graphics, the best music, the best story, the best gameplay. Dark Cloud 3 will happen one day, guys. But seriously, Dark Cloud 1 and 2 were actually some of the only PS2 games I actually owned. I was more of a Nintendo player back in the day, but we owned a PS2. We got it when it came out. because I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII, and we're like, oh, okay, well, that's Final Fantasy VII, John. I played the PC version that came out. I didn't get the PlayStation version until many years later. It's behind Cloud there. It's actually Cloud and Game & Watch up there now. But so we got a PS2, and we obviously got Final Fantasy X when that came out, and that was what I played most of the time. But we didn't really know what other PlayStation games to get because we didn't. I had Nintendo Power, but I don't really recall there being a comparable PlayStation magazine. There was stuff like it wasn't Game Informer. It might have been Game Informer. I don't know. I have a few magazines somewhere, old game magazines, but that was before the PS2 era. That was when, like, one of the magazines talking about Ape Escape for the PS1. So we really didn't have any access because the internet was bleh back then. That was back when video games still, when you wanted strategy, you called their helplines, not went to their website. Although the start of Final Fantasy X has a thing that says, oh hey, go to our website, which I find hilarious. I still have that disc. They obviously took it out of the HD version for some reason, but so we didn't have many PS2 games coming out, back in the day, and the ones we did have, I didn't even have Katamari Damacy till about 5 years ago. But yeah, I still have them down there. We have Dark Cloud 2, and Final Fantasy X. That's it. That was it. That was our PlayStation 2 collection. Now we have an entirely ginormous PlayStation 2 collection. We also have Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga, which I haven't played yet, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Katamari Damacy, and We Love Katamari. It's amazing. It's such a big library now. And my cousin also lent us Jak and Daxter 3, Jak 3. Yep. That's it. That's terrible, Dovey. But yeah, so I grew up. Those games came out when I was like 11, 12. Gosh. So yeah, I grew up with level 5. Very good memories. But yeah, so Yokai Watch, getting back to the main subject. I love Dark Cloud 2 a lot. Dark Cloud 1 is a great game. There's certain things in it that are kind of annoying to me. Dark Cloud 2 improved everything and turned it into a really immersive game for me. And one of these days you will see a Let's Play of that. So yeah, but Yokai Watch has that level 5 stamp on it, and there's like a lot of questing to do. Like Ni no Kuni has like random quests for people to do, and this one has you go all around and catch certain yokai to help with whatever situation, or find an item, or this, that, and the other thing. And I'm not too far into the story as far as I can tell, but there's already been like 30 different quests for me to run around all over the place. Like, I spent several hours last night just doing various assignments, and they're not like busy work. They're not, some of them, like, you have two types of quests. You have favors and like these recurring quest type of things, or requests and favors. Maybe the favors are the recurring ones. Like, the recurring ones are kill X amount of whatever enemy and then come back to me, or get me X item. And it's a way to farm stuff, I guess. I haven't completed any of those yet, so I don't know. But the regular quests are like, okay, there's a situation going on, we need help with whatever, and then your Whisper, who's Yokai Butler, the white ghost thing, says, I think Yokai X would help with this situation. Let's go find one, and you have to go and befriend it and bring him back. Or something's wrong with someone, and you say, there must be X yokai affecting the situation. It's humid in here, there's this droplet enemy, so we have to defeat them, and you have to go find them and whatever. And so far I haven't gotten tired of it. And some games I get tired very easily of with questing, but this one lets you do it at your own pace, really. And so far I'm yeah, I thought I was over leveled, and then I fought a boss that almost killed me. Also, this is one of the first games. One of the best quotes after beating the boss was, "Did he have backup dancers?" That's a, and that's when I knew it was love. But the one one of the best things though is that you're a kid running around, and you can when there's like a crosswalk on an intersection, you can hit the light to change the light and let you give you right of way. And if you don't do that, then like a little X appears. If you do it right, like you get an exclamation, like a check mark or whatever, or music note. If you disobey the traffic laws enough, a super boss comes and it beats the living daylights. Excuse me, beats the living daylights out of you, and I was laughing so hard as this thing was just taking my party apart one piece at a time. It was great. It was fantastic. And yeah, the character design's nice and everything. But anyway, that's Yokai Watch. Also, Shonen Jump sent me another card. You know, I'm subscribed to their magazine, which used to be physical. I have an entire 2 giant shelves of their physical magazine until they discontinued it. Then I started getting the online one. But anyway, this is the card for today. Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragon, which is actually really awesome. 3,000 attack, 2,000 defense, made out of a dark dragon type monster and a beast type. And you can either fusion summon it or special summon it just by tributing the materials without a polymerization. So that's kind of cool. Not many fusions work that way. But yeah, this card destroys a monster by battle. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the original attack of the beast type fusion monster used for this summon. So if you use a strong beast monster, even if it's stronger than this guy, and then just start destroying your opponent's monsters when he puts them in defense position or whatever, you're gonna beat the living daylights out of him. Also, it looks really cool. So it's BEPD. So yeah, I would use like a Red Eyes or something. And I have some strong beast monsters in my deck, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah. So this coming week is chemo week for me. Now my nose is running. Excuse me for a moment, didn't you? My hey there. How you doing? My tissues are right behind my computer, so I have to always reach over it. So this coming week is chemo for me, so I have some Ni no Kunis recorded. Today I'm going to have to record some more Evoland and another Portal, and probably more Let's Creates. I want to try to finish off the Let's Create thing. I put one up yesterday, and the rest I'm going to hopefully put up over the course of the week if I do get it recorded. But yeah, so that's going to be fun. If I start running out of videos, if I don't get enough recorded or whatever, I'm going to start putting up the Undertale stream, because I have several hours of that. And as for the next time I'm going to be streaming Undertale, maybe next week. The problem is next week I'm going to be getting more scans, so that's probably going to take up the chunk of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. With, like, you know, it's usually Tuesday night, a lot of Wednesday and Thursday morning, afternoon, so, you know, I might do something Monday, though. It depends when everything is scheduled, because sometimes they can get everything pushed together, because I need injection of a radioactive dye and an MRI and another scan and another injection and then the doctor's appointment. So all of those usually get stretched out to 3 days. Sometimes they get into 2 days. But yeah, so that's going to be fun. I also have to start recording with other people. Aside from my own stuff, which I'm going to have to find sometime next week to record more Ni no Kuni and more of everything else. But I'm also doing Majora's Mask with John, and we'll have to find time to do that because he has a full-time job now. And I'm also doing Mario 64 with him, which we need to record, but he has a full-time job. And another project I'm doing with Let's Players Unknown, which I'm not announcing until it's actually started recording, or maybe uploading. So yeah, I'm not going to have any time. So if after all of that, I have time, I'm going to, the scans and the recording, I'm going to try to stream more Undertale, because that was a great game. That was a very, very, very good game. I enjoyed it a lot. It was hilarious. And yes, I can see what the hype is about Sans and Papyrus. Because I'm a cool guy! I like the voice I gave him. I don't know if people did either, but if you were at the stream, or if you're gonna see the videos, but yeah, so it's entirely possible that next week is just gonna be Undertale week. But yeah, so that's it for the update. I guess I don't want to keep you guys because it's been 20 minutes. If you're actually still watching this, hi. But yes, I wanted to talk about serious things also, but I ended up talking about level 5 instead. No regrets. Just one last thing. Thank you very much for watching. I'm serious. Everybody, like, a lot of YouTubers say it, and I would say most of them actually mean it. But, like, I really mean it. I don't think I mean it more than others. I can't really say that because I don't know other people. I can't say, I actually mean it. Everyone else is lying to you. No, what I mean is, I really do thank you guys for watching because, it's the, the feedback and everything that I get, even on the little things, just comments and feedback and just seeing everything. It's a great boost for my ego. I was watching a video by Boogie2988, and he was just talking about, internet, and everybody that makes videos on the internet, myself included, does it for the attention. Whether they believe it or not, whether they think that they do, or they're doing it altruistically, in my opinion, and I agree with Boogie, it's everyone does it because they want attention. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but I don't think if they wanted to do it altruistically, they would really be sticking through it. Or at least the people that stay on YouTube. But yeah, myself included, I severely enjoy the attention, and whether you think that's a bad thing or not, I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy. I don't do it for the attention all entirely. I do it because I enjoy seeing people happy. But in order to see people happy, I get attention. It's a whole mess. There's not one reason, but I definitely do it because I enjoy it. I definitely do it because you enjoy it, and I enjoy seeing you enjoy it. And yeah, that's what I define as attention, I guess. Subscribers and money? No. If I wanted to make money, I would get a real job. Although some people say, this is a real job, Novi, and other people are like, no, videos are not a real job. No. Some people, it is a real job. For me, it is most certainly not a real job. I'm paid much less than minimum wage. But yeah, so thank you just for paying attention, and it's very much appreciated. I enjoy seeing people enjoying my work, I guess. I'm trying to say this without sounding like an egomaniac, and it's very hard because I acknowledge the fact that this has given me an ego, or a bigger ego than I had already, because in order to Let's Play, you have to think that your content is worth it to go on the internet, and we all know the internet can be a cruel, cruel place. A lot of people don't last on the internet because of how cruel it is, but you have to have a certain amount of self-worth in order to actually post your content, especially on YouTube, especially in the Let's Play community, which can be one of the scummiest places. Could be a great place too. I'm not saying it is a scummy place. I'm saying there are scummy elements, just like with every community. But the Let's Play community, I've seen some really scummy things. Oh god, I've been on this community for a long time. But now I'm rambling. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is, you guys enable me. Just thank you for making me happy doing this, I guess. Whether it's because of the attention or because you guys are happy or whatever. I enjoy seeing my work enjoyed, and that's the general gist that I get. Even if it's not by a terribly large amount of people, um, the people that enjoy my content regularly, or like the random people I see just come by and say, "Oh, cool, Commander Keen," or "Let's create," or the comments that I get on my limit break videos that I still need to put up Kite Shi. Some people call it Kite Shi. I'm gonna call it Kite Sith. But just some of the comments I get there. But just people going to my videos, and it's just nice. It's nice to see people spending their time doing that, and especially for me. But yeah, so if you're not sick of, if you don't have a completely different opinion of me at this point, I do very much appreciate you guys, and thank you very much for appreciating me, I guess, or at least tolerating me, or watching me ironically, or whatever it is that you kids do. Go out and get yourself an ice cream. You deserve it. Or if you're lactose intolerant, get a hamburger. Or if you're lactose intolerant and a vegetarian, uh, get some candy corn. I like candy corn, okay? This has been Sephiroth Level 4 with the weekly update. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.